Hello, everyone, and welcome. Lewis here from The Hit Life, where we bring you news, interviews, and more from all your favorite local and regional MMA promotions. Today, we're getting to know David Peligroso Pierluissi. He currently trains at Gracie Brandon in Tampa, Florida, under coach Amanda Vieitez. David is set to fight Sunday, August 21st at Combat Quest 22 at Banquet Masters in Clearwater, Florida. This is a rematch after his kickboxing bout against Samir Sammy the Bull Abedrabo. This is David's first MMA match, and he's fighting at 125 pounds. Hello, David. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Louis. How you doing?
Great, thank you. So you were born in Bayamon, Puerto Rico. At what age did you move to Florida?
I moved when I was around 6 years old, five turning six.
You moved here when you were 6. At what age did you start combat sports?
Well, actually, training, getting into fighting and stuff, I really started at 19 to keep it. I don't want to tell anybody that I've been training longer, but when I was younger, I did do like pickup and droppage of boxing. But that was my first startup. I was around 10 years old doing boxing, but I was in a garage with friends and his father who actually did professional boxing, but it wasn't anything serious at a gym or anything. Most of my actual combat sport training started at Gracie Brandon and still is at Gracie Brandon. And I thank Amanda a lot for everything that she's shown me. She's put me under her wing and put me on a lot of technical stuff and put me where I am today for right now.
Up until that point, when you started with Amanda and Gracie Brandon at 19, were you a fighter when you were young? Were you getting into fights?
I used to fight all the time. I
Mm-hmm.
used to fight at school, out of school, at the mall. I was a hothead, as my friends used to call me. It was I don't know. It was always around me, and I just found out like, hey, why not find a way to get paid for it? So right now, that's the goal. I want to make it big, whether it's UFC, Bellator, one. That's I want to make it up. I want to pave a path for anybody that thinks they can't do it in any way, shape, or form. You just whatever you set your mind to, just put the foot on the gas and go. Nobody can stop you.
When you started with Gracie Brandon, did you want to start a specific martial arts discipline?
I was looking to actually just go straight into MMA. Um, I would say my mind was very shallow as to what was needed in the sport. But once I showed up to the gym and actually started training, doing jujitsu, wrestling, Muay Thai, just boxing, all I found out that the amount of things that is actually needed to compete and be successful in the sport of mixed martial arts is substantial. There's a lot of things that you need to sharpen and fine tune in order to be a successful MMA fighter.
Yeah, so you came in with the MMA mindset. So you wanted to have a very rounded game, stand up, boxing, ground game, jujitsu. What is your belt rank in jujitsu currently?
I'm still a white belt.
Okay.
I'm still a white belt. I've been in the gym for about 2 years now, and it's just I've been focused more on the striking aspect. I would say I lean more to throwing the hands and kicks. I love getting in the pocket and exchanging, but I still do my fair share of jujitsu and grappling training and stuff. And I do want to end up to at least a blue belt before I try and further my career in it. But right now, I'm still at that white belt stage.
Okay. So when you joined Gracie Brandon, your intention was to go amateur and then eventually go pro. It wasn't a hobby.
Yes, sir. My intentions were always to become a fighter, go amateur, compete, and then become a professional.
Let's talk about your coach, Amanda Vieitez. With the growing success of female fighters at the highest level, Amanda Nunes, Shevchenko, Nama Nunes, I expect to see more and more females coaching fighters in big promotions. What's it like training under a female head coach?
Personally, training wise, I don't see much of a difference as long as they know what they're talking about, like Amanda does. I they, I don't see a problem as to why the coach should be male or female. Now, I have seen problems with promotions and other fighters there's been a lot of disrespect and shade thrown our way because of a female coach. And I don't understand why, because we have Marquez Forrest, who's an undefeated 3-belt champion under a female coach. We have a lot of killers so we got a lot of killers, good fighters in our gym, and that's all under a female coach. So there shouldn't be anything to overlook a female coach. I think it all comes down as to the information that they can hold and how they can train and get their fighters out there. It should all be on the outcome and the output of their fighters. And I think Amanda's showing that she knows what she's doing, and she has a lot of good fighters coming up.
Great answer. Let's talk about your last fight with Abedrabo. You went 3 rounds. You won by unanimous decision. This time you're fighting in an MMA match. This is going to be your first one. So there's going to be more options for attack, but you will also have to defend more. Do you feel like in MMA you can pull off another win, or do you feel like you have the same advantage that you did before?
I think I have a better advantage MMA-wise just because of the fact I felt stronger than him in that first fight. So I just think if he does end up trying to take it to the floor with me, I can outlast him endurance and strength-wise. And stand-up-wise, I feel like I picked him apart in that kickboxing Muay Thai fight. And if he does end up not trying to wrestle and take me down and just stay in my realm, then I think I could probably get a finish in this fight, which is what I'm aiming for and hoping for.
All right, very good. Let's move on to the next segment. I call this quick hits. I'm going to give you a easy, fun, random question. I want you to give me the answer, the first answer that comes to mind. You may pass if you want to. You ready?
I'll try my best.
Chocolate or vanilla cake?
Chocolate.
Boxers or briefs?
Briefs.
Coca-Cola or Pepsi?
Neither.
Christmas or Halloween?
Halloween.
Penthouse in New York City or cabin in the mountains?
Cabin in the mountains.
Netflix and chill or go out and hit the club?
Hit the club.
Pasteles or alcapuria?
Alcapuria.
Favorite fighter?
Charles Oliveira.
Favorite thing to do when you're not fighting or training?
Video games. I'm always stuck on them. It's like a bad vice. It's good and bad. I like it, but it takes some time off.
One more bonus one. What's your favorite game right now?
My favorite game? Well, I was gonna say Call of Duty, but they've been slacking on it. So I've been on that Booty Versus. It just came out. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's like a Brawlhalla type of game or a Super Smash Bros type of game, but it has Warner Brother characters. So it's got Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, and stuff like that. That's what I've been playing.
Oh, that sounds fun. I'm going to have to check that one out.
It's awesome. I like it a lot.
All right. I have one more thing I want to do with you. I interviewed Abedrabo yesterday, and he had a few words for you. I'm going to go ahead and play that for you right now.
Okay.
David, I can't wait for our fight. I'm very excited. After everything is said and done, you're more than welcome to come to our gym and train with me and my coaches and my training partners.
Is there something you want to say back to him?
I fully agree. I was even on my most recent fight with Ali Abdi. We actually met backstage and talked up, and we follow each other on all socials now. He's been a really good guy. I definitely am always looking to cross train with anybody I come across. As long as they're a good person, there's never any bad blood between us, then I always think it's always good to cross train. And like I said, always fine tune the tools. Everybody has a different form of and style of fighting. And I think if you can find as many different styles as possible and work with them, that's the only way to get better. I take that offer, Samir. I agree with you. You can come over to Gracie Brandon and I'll go over to you, and we can always chop it up and work together. We make each other better. I'm with you on that. Yes, sir.
Well, both of you are gentlemen. Excellent answer. I love it. I love the collaboration. Thank you for that. David, when you're in the octagon with another opponent, I see your heart and your determination shine through your fighting. You set the pace. It's fast and fun. I'm really excited to see what you can do in MMA. The event is Combat Quest 22 Secure the Bag 2, taking place on Sunday, August 21st at Banquet Masters in Clearwater, Florida. You can get ticket information at vigilantmma.com. Thank you so much, David.
Thank you for having me.
If you enjoyed this interview, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel to get more.